Hello world, it's Birthday 5 Qapla, and welcome to an early morning Sunday Funday / open line stream. Give me a minute to get everything set up, and I will throw out the link if anybody's around. A very happy birthday to Elihu, whose stream I just came from, but he's been MIA now almost an hour from his own stream, so unfortunately, he either fell asleep or his internet went down or both. So, Elihu, if you get back, feel free to come on up or let us know if you restart your stream, and I'll send people back there. Yeah, it was unfortunately nobody could do anything in the stream, so I had to figure out another plan. Okay, so let's see. I got, not that I expect that I will get any, but I've got this tab open just in case. Oh shit. I gotta bring comments up so I can read comments. Actually, I probably won't be reading too many comments since I'm streaming. Since I'll be playing the game, I'll be more listening to anyone who actually wants to speak. And why am I not going to live? Oh, I'm on Birthday 5X this morning. That's why. I'm like, I'm going to Birthday. I'm like, it's not working. God damn it. Birthday 5X. There I am. There I am. Open lines. We got 4 people watching. Mike Richards, Qapla, Mike Richards, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Joseph Petrick, yellow from the future. Oh no, Joseph, is the future yellow? This could be a problem. And yeah, Jitsi, thanks to Jitsi, if you're around, Jitsi. He updated my very cool Jitsi logo. As much as I loved it saying Aru, I think it says Birthday 5. It's a little bit better for people who don't know who I am, perhaps, or what the Aru meant. There's Jitsi. I'm here. I just got Klingon Academy running. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Klingon Academy is a great game. It takes a little work to get it running on Windows 10. I'm aware. Okay. Hold on, guys. 1 second. So thank you again, Jitsi. I'm so sorry. One day you'll come on and we'll figure out how for me to say your name. I know it doesn't bother you, but it bothers me. It bothers me, God damn it. Okay, there is putting out the link if anybody wants to come up in the panel. And if not, I mean, it's up to you guys if you come up or not, but I will be I'll be playing some City Skylines, I guess. In the meantime, whether anybody shows up, basically, this is the one tile city that I've been playing informally against LDG in competition to see who can get the biggest population in the city. He is currently slightly in the lead, but we still have, there's no particular end date, so it's a work in progress. I have 56,000 and change right now population. He says he's about 60,000 in population, so we're pretty close. They're pretty close. I most recently upgraded my road system. My traffic was at a really horrible 50%, and we've got traffic now up to 80%, which is incredibly awesome. And it's no longer is the city having large pockets of problems. We used to have a bunch of garbage issues, dead body pickup issues. Now the only problem we have are the occasional fires. But to be honest, the system works. Yeah, it looks bad, but the fire trucks come, the fire helicopters come, and they put the things out and everything rebuilt. So it's not really that big of a deal. The biggest problem I had was because the only working power plant right now is the nuclear power plant, and it's up here. And there was the time that this caught fire. Then once this was on fire, the power to the rest of the city went out. And once the power to the city went out, the fire truck stopped coming. So luckily, I had a backup plant on the opposite side of the city. This is a hydroelectric plant, but I have it turned off because it's very expensive to run and we don't need the power. But if the nuclear plant ever catches fire again, I just turn that back on, and then the fire department goes and puts the fire out at the nuclear plant. So you see, it's a very safe city. We have redundant power backups just in case. And people say, "Oh, nuclear is not safe." It's perfectly safe in Karoga. Okay, nobody even died from the nuclear fire. So let's see. Anybody else here? Mike Richards says, "Joseph, is it lunchtime there?" And Joseph says, "Indeed, and he's eating right now." Good for you, Joseph. Good for you. We can also talk, it's Sunday. We can do the pre-anti-trekker religious stream. You have any moral quandaries and can show you the light. What? Oh, geez. See, this is what I'm saying. This fire looks worse than it is. I mean, the fire department's responding. The fire helicopters are responding. I mean, yeah, okay. Wow, it's growing. It's growing pretty fast, man. But eventually, it's not like the Chicago fire of whatever year that was, 1905, the 20s, whatever. It's not gonna burn down the whole city. It looks bad, but it's mostly trees on fire, and a few high-rise residential buildings. But we have all faith in. Let's see, why is it just okay? Come on, fire truck. Maybe get ahead of the fires a little bit. Okay, so this half of the city is already stopped burning. Now it's just this half. Watch this burn through. See, the problem is the trees, only fire helicopters can put out trees. So that gives the fire a quick way to expand. Now the buildings, that's where the fire trucks can get to. So those are easier to put out. Like this one's one out. And let's see, and now he's stopping at this one next door. So that one will go out. But these fire helicopters, they're a little slow. I could put another bank of fire helicopters, but truthfully, they take up a lot of room. Bless you, Mama Frey. And I really don't want to give up a whole second thing to fire helicopters, but you know what? I might have to. Uh, let's see if we are going to if we are going to put a second thing, fire helicopters. Where should we do it? Oh, and there's another fire going over here now. Jesus Christ. Maybe, yeah, maybe we could put it right here. Maybe we could put it right here. Yeah, you know what? I think that, okay, I'm going to pause this. Fire department, emergency. Oh, come on. You telling me it just doesn't fit? Space already occupied. Cannot build on water. I'm not trying to build on water. God damn it. And okay, well, you know what? We can. No, I'll make a little adjustment here. Let's see where. I think if we move it over, that should be enough. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Emergency. Really? Oh, are you kidding me? It's got to. Oh, wait. Yeah. No. Come on. So close, yet so far. One more time. Let's see. There. I'm trying to get every little spot out. Okay. Oh, could this be it? Could this be? I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's see. See, fire. I think this is fire, right? Yes. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's fill this in. Okay, and we'll put some trees around. And we fit some trees in. They're all burnt up. Whatever. Okay. They'll grow back. That's the great thing about trees and city skylines. They grow back. Okay. Now we'll let time move again. Oh man, this whole area must have burnt. It's all black. Okay, so this is good. These helicopters are right here. And I hear somebody has beeped in. It's Future Man. Welcome, Joseph.
Hey, greetings from the future.
Greetings, Joseph.
So,
How goes things in the future?
in the future, slowly. It's a Sunday. It's a calm day, quiet one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph, you said you'll finish lunch and join me. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And here I am.
Mike Richards says Nero fiddled while Rome burned. Trump
Trump
tweeted.
tweet. Did Trump set Rome on fire?
No, he might have. You know, if I watched the DNC long enough, I'm sure he'll be credited with burning Rome. Miss Londell says, "Hail, Bop. Hail, Miss Londell. Good to see you on this Sunday morning." So yeah, this whole section of the city had to have burned. It's all devoid of trees. It'll come back soon. So let's see, did the fire go out here? Yeah. Okay.
You
So
know
the
what?
second.
A week ago, I left the village for my holidays. We had on Sunday before we left a problem with the mobile network, so the mobile data didn't work. And basically, you could make phone calls, everything was fine, just the 4G network didn't work properly. Basically, no signal. And I was like, okay, might be temporary. I'm leaving tomorrow. Everything might be fine once I come back. Yesterday, we are returning home. We are crossing the village borders, and immediately the phone says like no signal, and I was like, what? No, and imagine 1 week and nobody reported it. So I called them like today in the morning, guys, have a look at it. I posted in the Facebook group that our village has. Does somebody have the problem with the same provider like I do? And people are, yeah, like it's not working for about a week. And I was like, what the heck, people?
Do
I
I have to do
understand.
everything?
I would understand if something wouldn't happen within like 24 hours or 48 hours, but over a week and nobody was calling the provider that there is a problem. It's just nuts.
It's always somebody else's problem to deal with, Joseph.
Yeah.
Besides,
Mr. Lundell, hello.
yeah. Hey,
Good morning, Mr. Lundell.
morning. Besides, it's Europe. You should expect some wonky delays and stupid, pathetic service. Here, not here.
You know what? Not really, not really.
Yeah.
And this is something that annoys me that nobody call, because once you call and report a problem, they have an SLA of 48 hours, but they are usually managing it under 24 if it's like a simple problem. But they need to know about the problem. And the lady told me, no, nobody reported anything from your location. And I was like, what the heck? So I immediately posted like another comment there, guys, just call them and tell them that you have the same issue, so that there is not only one report, that there is multiple reports coming in. Just nuts. Yeah.
I mean, here with my provider, service goes down, and you report it, they have to start taking money off your bill until it's repaired. So they will jump on
nice.
quick. Yeah,
Nice.
they. I mean, that's like this city, Dallas. I don't know about. I guess that's written into the contract with whoever provides internet and cable. But you don't go 2-3 days without service. They do that kind of shit in New York.
No, definitely.
I mean, I've called just several times. Just little piddling things like the internet was slower than normal. If they have to send a guy out, okay, they're going to chop a little bit off the bill. So I'm like, cool.
I have internet from a local provider. It's it's fiber optics, and okay, they are taking the capacities from one of the giants that are operating here, international one. But the good thing is that even if there is like an outage or something on a Sunday afternoon, and it actually happened to me on a Sunday afternoon, I just opened my phone, typed in the Facebook chat, like, guys, internet is not working, and within 30 minutes I got a question back from them, is it working now? So this is the good thing about the local operators, because if I take somebody like the T-Com or some of the big ones, they always have those SLAs of 48 hours, and yeah, it's a Sunday, they don't care. But the small ones, they immediately, or they just send you an SMS. We are or there will be an outage for about 2 hours because we are changing a switch or whatever. They send you a message, which is good. But it was nuts. Like, really, 1 week and nobody reported a problem. Everyone in the village gonna be like, that Joseph and his internet's making a fuss for nothing. Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, maybe everybody else was busy doing something better. Maybe your village just, I don't know, maybe they have a party when you're not there.
That's a good... maybe. And do you think they could keep it a secret from me?
You should probably, next time pretend you're going away and then don't actually go away and see what happens.
Oh, like a sneaky. Yeah. Sneak attack. The thing is, the problem is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 providers, four large operators of mobile operators. So obviously the number is split between the 4, and I'm running my invoice through a friend of mine, through his company, and the provider that I'm using is very good for businesses, but less interesting for consumers in terms of the programs they are offering. Because I'm paying for unlimited phone calls, for 10 gigs of data a month, and unlimited messaging, 20 euro, which is relatively cheap.
Good morning, 47 Yorktown.
Without the phone. I don't have a phone with my contract. But I'm thinking about changing the phone right now, and because I have a bit problems with my screen, I don't like it. So I want to change my phone, and now I'm thinking what to take. Because until this moment, I always had the flagships from Samsung, like for the last 10 years. But honestly, I'm not willing to pay something like 1,200 or whatever for a new phone, especially within the last 2 or 3 years, the mid-range became so good that it makes no sense. And just having a 4K screen on a phone that I'm literally using for social networks and the 5 phone calls that I have in a week doesn't seem to justify the price tag.
90% sure that whatever next phone I get, I'm going to limit it to ones that have a changeable battery. There's not a ton, but there are a few.
Good luck with that, because there is really only a small amount of the phones. Because since all of them are trying to do the IP67 certification, so waterproof. Actually, it should be IP68, but whatever. They are trying to make the phones waterproof. They don't make them with
I don't care about the phone.
batteries that
Waterproof.
removable batteries. And but the fun thing is that you have the same problem right now with notebooks as well. Basically, it is becoming more and more difficult to find notebooks with replaceable battery.
Yeah,
just
that's
because of the crazy obsession to make everything thinner and lighter, which I don't understand. I can understand it up to, let's say, something like 14 inches, yeah, where you have really people who are basically carrying those systems around. But really, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't have a replaceable battery on a 17-inch notebook or something like this, just to make it thinner, because really on a 17-inch notebook you are expecting something like a powerful graphics card and everything, so the battery won't last that long anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I mean, well, they have to. You got to figure they're doing this, bigger, thinner craze because they got to get the young dumb people to buy the new line some kind of way. I mean, I've had the same cell phone for like 5 years. I finally broke down and got another one yesterday because I can't upgrade it anymore, get any more apps or anything for it. And the apps I have don't work anymore. That's the only reason I got a new phone. Okay. And it uses a SIM card and things like that. So I keep my number and everything that was on the old phone is now on the new phone.
yeah, that's the problem, and that you can basically run out of space, and if you don't have a possibility to extend it with an SD card, or what I find extremely annoying recently, not recently because it is like in few generations of Android right now, that you could install your apps on an SD card. But in the last few generations of Android, you cannot even do that.
Yeah, some of them won't let you do that.
Yeah, and that's pretty annoying because I understand there are apps that they are doing it so that all the apps run smoothly and they load quicker and everything, and this is not possible with an SD card. Despite they became faster in the last few years, but still it's not the same speed. But there are apps that are taking up space on the phone that I want to have installed, but I use them rarely. So if it opens like not in under 1 second, but it takes the app like 3 or 4 seconds, I wouldn't mind. But they don't allow me to manage it. That's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, well, we'll see how well this goes.
Yeah.
And then again, maybe Windows will come out with another phone.
No, it's that.
I don't know if Microsoft buys TikTok, you come out with the TikTok phone. It'd sell 1 billion of them just with the name.
You know what I see, especially with the kids on TikTok, 90% of them are using iPhones anyway. And I have to say, the iPhones have good cameras. They can make pretty decent pictures, and despite all the tests that are done with Android phones and everything, I'm not saying that the cameras are not good. But really, the quality of pictures coming from the iPhone, it looks different somehow. It looks somehow different, maybe because it is immediately adjusted by the software or anything, and somebody like Itza could confirm it or deny it as somebody who is working with pictures and graphics all the time. But what I found that that the iPhone pictures are more pleasing to the eye. I don't know how to describe it in other words.
Yeah, it just sounds like it's the way they do the pixels. It's probably 1080 as opposed to 720, or 720 as opposed to 4 whatever, you know.
Or whatever they do, like in the how to say it, not post production, but after you take the picture, whatever the camera software does with the
Processing.
pictures.
Yeah.
Whatever the software processes the picture right after you take it.
Yeah, it's not resolution, Miss Landau, because they're all like, there's some 12 megabyte or whatever.
You can do
Camera
4K
phone, 16,
videos.
yeah.
You can shoot 4K videos with the phones. So it's really not that. And now the obsession with putting as many lenses on a phone as possible, like 3 to 4 lenses, is as well improving the quality of the pictures, because one lens is for portraits, one is for landscapes. One lens is taking care of the depth of the pictures, and so on and so on. So the quality is improving, but the question is how many lenses do you actually need to have on the phone just to take a picture of your cat? And anyway, there are people who can make pretty pictures, but all my pictures look horrible. Everything that I photograph looks like bland and boring. But yeah, definitely I need like new phone and new computer, and now I'm bargaining with my wife for the budget. Like, how much does it, the funniest question is, how much is it going to cost me? She's asking me, how much is it going to cost me? And I'm like, darling, I'm working and I'm earning my own money as well. But on the other side, yeah, she's the budget keeper in the family. So, and honestly, buying something like a computer is not a small thing, and it needs to be discussed. It's not like I'm not going to have it. It's just going to take me a lot of time and begging.
You can't get a discount because of where you work, who you work with?
I can, Miss Londell. Actually, I can. But the problem is, I would like to build an AMD system.
Oh, okay.
And Dell has a very limited offering of AMD based CPUs, AMD based computers, and usually you find them in a price range where where even I, as an employee, can have to pay for the premium. I get discount, and the more expensive the system is, the nicer the discount looks. But still, if I build a computer by myself, let's say for 1,200, 1,300 euro, I can get a little better specs than if I bought it directly as a branded computer, because I would have to go into the Alienware with the performance that I'm looking for, and the upgradability, and so on, and it would cost me for less performance or lower specs the same money. So, and since and this is my philosophy. If you can do it, then yeah, build it yourself. it's basically like with everything, yeah, because in that case I don't have to pay the manufacturing costs and everything. Yeah, so, and I don't know how in the United States, but usually if you buy something with most of the services, it works like 40 to 50% is the material and the rest is the workforce.
Yeah.
So the more I can do, the more I can do myself, the more performance I can get out of the money that I put in. Simple as that.
See, that's the problem. That's why she's asking how much is it going to cost me.
Yeah.
She knows what you're going to do. You just don't want a computer. You want to build a rocket ship to go to Venus.
You know what? Not really. Definitely, I'm not. Because I don't need it. I don't need 3,000 euro or $3,000 system.
Yeah, same here. Same here. For mine, I opted with a $600 refurbished that works great.
Yeah, exactly. This is as well. This is as well another option to go for a refurbished system. But you know, the one that I have is now 7 or 8 years old, and it's still working. It's still fine. It's still fine, but it has already the certain limitations. So I want to get something better, and I think the time is right now to change it, because it was the one that I'm using is an Alienware. So I really bought it from the company for a discount at the time, and I'm pretty happy with it. But honestly, I'm also looking forward to build a computer by myself, because honestly, the last time I built a computer for myself was in 2000, which is really 20 years right now. It was then also an AMD based system. It was the Athlon that ran at 1 gigahertz. It was, I think, the fastest CPU they had at the time. It was either second half of 99 or early 2000, something like this. I know it was winter.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you do want to jump in and rip the guts out and everything.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, I built a few other computers in those years, but not for me. And it became so ridiculously easy right now to build a computer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I
think it's easier, and definitely. But if I don't cut myself, I need to put at least one drop of my blood into the computer, because the fun part is I need two things to next to me while I'm fixing or building a computer: a hammer and definitely a drop of my blood, and then the systems work for years and years and years.
Okay.
You know, the fun part of the whole story is that the computer that I built in 2000 is actually still in use. The computer after 20 years is still in use. My mother is a principal in a school, and the computer is still running a software where when the teachers come to the school, they basically log themselves with a card reader that they that they are at work. and the computer is still there for logging them in the system.
Damn.
So
The only problem is Windows
go.
98.
You know what? It's running on XP. It's running on XP, Windows XP, but it's not connected to the internet or anything.
Oh, okay.
It's not connected to the internet or anything. So it's really in a the card reader. The card reader is mounted on a wall. There's a hole drilled for the wire that goes directly into the computer. And the only upgrade I think it got was USB 2.0 expansion module, because it had, I think, at the time only the first USB generation, the USB 1, the slow one. So that's the only upgrade that the computer got. Plus, it's, as I said, running Windows XP. So,
hey, you maxed out the RAM, right?
honestly, I don't know. I don't know how much RAM it has. Maybe 2 gigs. Maybe.
Oh, huh. It's running.
Maybe even 512. Maybe even 512 max or something.
What? What are you talking about? 512? What could you possibly run on a 512?
A 20-year-old computer.
My God.
You were not listening. You were not listening.
I haven't been listening. It just 20 years old, like legit 20, like
legit 20-year-old computer.
1999.
Like either late 1990, whatever it was, Athlon 1000
like Y2K?
CPU.
I mean, like seriously, Y2K?
Yes, but it's once again, it's not a computer that I'm using. It's a computer that is running a card reader for logging the employees at my mother's school, where she's the principal.
It's a time clock. That's all.
Nothing else. Time clock. Exactly. It does nothing else. It's there, sitting in a tiny small room behind a wall, and does nothing else.
So you could use a 486 for that job. Okay, so
most probably. The fun part is that the computer is still running after 20 years. With the original with the original power supply, the original PSU is in there. Everything is original.
Yeah.
I saw that computer maybe 2 years ago or something, and I was like, okay, it needs a little bit of cleaning. I opened it, and it wasn't even so dusty, which I was like, I was expecting to open it and basically was expecting spiders crawling out of it and everything. No, it was surprisingly clean. But yeah, okay, it's really there in the small dark room now for maybe 13 years.
Yeah, you were expecting to open the case and you understand where the board came from.
Yeah, and it says all those computers will be possessed by Joseph after his death. Yeah, probably because of the blood. Yeah, no, it started as a joke because during the time I was at the university, a friend of mine and we were building computers. We were literally buying parts and building computers for friends for a very small fee, so that we had basically some money for some booze and cigarettes at the time. So we were building computers, and we were sometimes it was like 20 computers in a month. Sometimes it was 5. Sometimes it was really 20.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So basically we had a good contacts in a store, and we got very good discounts on everything. So we made even a little bit more money than we told to the people. Yeah. Because they just selected the parts, or we discussed what they want, and we put together. We gave them the the offer and the how much all the parts cost. We told them, okay, we charge you for so much and so much for the work, and they said okay, and yeah. So, but usually we got like 10% better prices on everything. So it was a good. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah. And it was nice pocket money at the time. But the fun part was that every time, especially if somebody bought like a cheap case for the computer, those cases had very sharp edges, so there was always blood involved. We always cut ourselves. So really, hammer blood and how do you call it, like plasters or tesa strips, basically. Yeah. So just yeah, and tetanus shots. So yeah, those were good times. When my mother bought the first computer for the school, it was, I think, something like 1990. She started as a principal working there in 1990 or 1991. And when she bought the first computer, I think I could buy a car right now for that amount. It was ridiculously expensive.
Yeah,
with Windows 3.1 or 3.11, I think, the network edition. Yeah.
And those lousy ass operating systems. I was so glad when like 98 came out. It was how people worked with DOS. I mean, because of DOS, I almost gave up on computers. I mean, no, the link, I mean, just to save a file, the link you had to do. And then you would get it wrong 50% of the time.
Yeah.
And you didn't know where the hell your file ended up.
Been there, done that. No, but actually with Windows 95, everything became way easier, way easier. And I remember when you had to install Windows 95, first you needed to have a boot floppy disk. And then you had to install the Windows. Yeah, then it became way easier with 98.
Yeah, that's just what I love. Because of 98, I finally got into gaming. So
I had even
Richards,
Windows 95. I had Windows 95 on floppy disks. Okay, go. Sorry.
I know, bro. Mike Richards says to Yitzi, gotta say, love your art. Absolutely. He's fabulous. Jitsi says, making Gakar now and wondering if I should just keep it as is or continue on another 4 hours on it, which quite frankly is a bore. What's Gakar? Am I missing something? G''Kar? I don't know.
Isn't it the character in the game that he's playing?
In the game? What game?
that sounds like the guy from Babylon 5,
Oh, maybe.
the Minbari ambassador.
Hello, Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff Franklin.
Okay, yes, Yitzi confirmed. Babylon 5.
I was never too strong on Babylon 5.
Turn in that nerd card.
You already took the nerd card, Mr. Lundell. You can't take blood from a turnip. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Trust me, you can.
Greetings, Mike Richards. I thought you were here already. You were here already. Oh, you're saying greetings to Jeff. And Jeff says good morning to me. Good morning, Jeff. And to Mike. And I put out the link one more time. anybody doesn't have it. And yes, Babylon 5. Good morning, Captain Trek. And it'll come up so you can, I'll come up so you can all give it your verdict. Oh, the
Perfect.
verdict is going to be awesome. Okay, the verdict. It's like a Cardassian trial. We already know the verdict ahead of time.
No, we don't. Oh, Narn. Okay.
Narn doesn't even sound like a legit.
That's
It sounds
right.
like a fake place. Sounds like Narnia.
Unlike Kuroga.
Exactly. Kuroga is real. It's real. I created it. It's real. Welcome. Good morning or afternoon.
Hello.
Or Yitzi, please. Tell me how to say your name again.
Yitze.
Yitza.
Yeah.
Closer. Yitza.
That's good.
Okay. Yitza.
Hello.
Yitza. Good morning, Yitza. So, did you want to show off your?
Yeah, I'm gonna check if it works.
Okay.
The thing is, when I zoom in at 100%, you can see the brush lines.
That only adds character to it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool. Now I remember the guy.
Yeah.
Now that I see his face.
Yeah.
This is 19%, but when you zoom in,
I mean, to me,
you
it
see
looks damn near perfect. I mean, it does look great. I mean, to me, it looks like
How are you doing it? How are you doing it? What tools are you using?
this is just Photoshop. And the text I did in Illustrator. So I don't know if I should continue finishing it, but I think it's okay.
What more is there to do? More dots?
More details, more brush lines. But I'm not Rembrandt, so I don't have.
Man, that is awesome, though.
It is, yeah.
I think you got it.
Even down to the Marlboro. So.
Yeah, I took it from one of the pictures I found on the internet, where the actor is smoking, and I thought it was very cool. So yeah. So
smoking does make you look cool.
Is the shadow positioned correctly? I know the answer, but
let me find the picture.
The shadow position of the cigarette?
Yeah.
It looks fine to me. He said he drew it off of a picture, so it's probably where the shadow was.
It's a little bit different, but so he's a bit thinner. This is the original picture.
Ah.
And that's my rendition. He's thinner here, but I'm not that big on making it exactly the same.
Yeah, but you got the shadow right. He got the shadow correct.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What president is he running for?
I don't know.
He's not a Kuroga, right? I mean, just so we're clear, he's not running for president of Kuroga.
It's isn't it a saying like when you like someone that he should be president? Well, I always saw it like that. So
maybe he'll be president of Turkestan.
Because before I actually watched the TV show, I thought he was the bad guy because he looks like a lizard person. But I'm watching the show now. I'm on season 4, I think.
Yeah.
And he's the nice guy. So the other guy with the hair is Londo is the bad guy.
But he is a real crafty type,
Yeah.
There's all those ambassadors except for Delenn are just kind kind of crafty, double dealing types.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Dylan. She talks weird.
No, but I thought there was like an accent. She actually speaks like that.
I thought she was Dutch because she has this Dutch undertone in her voice.
No, she is Eastern European, I think.
Yeah.
From which country exactly, I'm not sure. But I think
Slovakia. No,
Probably not. That I would know, despite I never watched Babylon 5.
So to answer Joseph's question quick before I stop sharing, I just start like this, white page, of course. I was gonna make Garrick next.
Oh, nice.
So I start with a pencil drawing.
And is it like pencil drawing really like on paper and scanned, or do you do it directly with a stylus?
I have a stylus,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you can see it because there's lag, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's moving now.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I have one of those drawing screens.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Wacom because that's 4,000 euros for a big one.
Mm.
So I bought it's Huion, Huion, for 700 euros, and it's perfect. It's bigger than my TV, which is still a TV from 2003. And I'm very pleased with my purchase.
Mhm.
But this is Photoshop, so it's very weird. You have Photoshop. When you draw on Photoshop, you don't feel like you're drawing on paper, even though you're making lines and all of that stuff. But there's another program called Coral Painter, which has several brushes that actually feel as if you are drawing on paper, even though you're drawing on screen. It's very weird. It's hard to explain, but there are some negative points to the Painter one. So I'm currently doing everything in Photoshop. Et voila.
Bam.
I'm making Garrick now. He's not going to be a president, I think. He's going to have some tagline. So the consensus is that I'm finishing Jakar and moving on. Et voila.
Yeah, you can finish him. Yeah, he's done.
Ensign Ricky had some type of thing going with Garrick, some type of tagline, but I think it was Garrick 2020 or something. And they don't all have to be for president.
And I will say still better choice than what you have to pick out of from.
Qapla, Professor Brainy Specs.
Yes.
Qapla, Bird of Prey 5.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff. Mr. Lundell,
Greetings,
you wanted to smack me?
Yeah, you're not slamming our political system, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
Because remember now, Russia's still Russia, and the U.S. has the best tank on the planet.
Russia is around the corner. Actually, on the 21st, which is now 2 days ago, we had it's very dark day in our history in the 21st of August 68, when all the basically Soviet-led countries attacked Slovakia. They rolled in with tanks like Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland, Eastern Germany, and the Soviets rolled in with tanks into Slovakia because we started to open up more to western part of the world, and they wanted to stop it. So
Yeah.
they
So you're
attacked
still at war with them, technically, like you are with us.
attacked Czechoslovakia in '68, and they basically brought everything to a halt. And there are still some dumbos who are celebrating the communist regime, how the life was easier then. And my wife said it perfectly today. Yeah, for the mediocre ones who couldn't do a thing, it was probably interesting because everybody had a job and everybody had, and now in quotes, equal opportunities, which was of course BS. So yeah, for the mediocre ones, yeah, it was probably a good life. But yesterday I even replied to a lady that she should pull her head out of her behind and look around the world. She probably never lived outside of her small city in the northern part of Slovakia, where she's from, at least based on her Facebook profile. She never left the borders of the county, not even the country. I'm saying county, and doesn't know what the world is really like.
Oh,
Some people are so stupid.
you still got dead enders, huh?
Yeah.
Good morning, Captain Trek. Welcome.
Good morning. What's going
Oh,
on?
Captain Trek, hello.
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 I'm trying
Joseph.
to figure out where the hot air balloons are in City Skylines. I used to put them up all the time, but now I can't find them.
Isn't it a mod?
No, it's not a mod. It came with one of the game, one of the updates, the Park Life. I'm sorry, that's just why I'm not speaking or doing anything.
Or
Nothing
you're looking for hot
personal.
air balloons?
What are you planning on filling them yourself, Bird?
Am I planning on what?
Maybe you should get the originals like LD. You use hydrogen and you can have a Hindenburg every other week.
That would be fun.
Just a different part of the city every other week. Oh, the humanity, it'd be great.
Hold on. Show me where to put it.
Joseph, your audio sounds a little distorted.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Interesting.
There's like I don't know how
And I
quite to
have-
describe it.
I have nothing running in the background. I just didn't restart the computer like for a month.
I mean, you're perfectly understandable. There's just like a little wisp or something in there.
It may be the room you're in.
I've never noticed it from your audio before. Oh, he left. I didn't mean to chase you away.
Who'd you chase away, Joseph?
That is so messed up, Jeff.
Oh, damn it, Joe.
Shame on you.
Are we going to have Porno 5, Porno Prey 5 again today?
Yeah, we'll do it during Anti-Tracker stream. Why not? No, I highly doubt that's going to be an issue.
Wow.
Welcome back, Joseph.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Definitely, Jeff, you hurt my feelings.
Qapla, John Araki, Qapla.
I'm so sorry, Joseph.
At least you're sorry. Yeah. No, I was just Alt F4, closing windows and everything, and I didn't realize that the next Alt F4 is going to be the whole browser.
It sounds better, actually.
Does it?
It does.
Interesting. Because I didn't do anything, I just closed the browser and came back. But that's okay. I don't mind if the sound is better. I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't notice the distortion.
I'm going to still check some sound settings here, because sometimes when I have like multiple things connected to the computer, it can distort a little bit the sound. But since you say that it's now okay. No. Oh, the Bluetooth speaker is here connected. Okay, let's turn that one off. Okay, that one is off.
Looks like you have dandruff falling to the ground or something, Bird.
Dandruff?
That's what it looks like.
Rain?
Oh, that's rain. Okay. I had
Looks like dandruff.
I had like few other ideas, but I didn't say it out loud because it could shut down the stream.
Well, it's not yellow, so it's not one thing.
God damn this guy. I wasted my time watching his video. It's not even a real hot air balloon. He's using his own made up hot air balloon bullshit. Oh, fuck's sake. Please, for the love of God, guys, don't make a 15-minute video. Just show me what I want.
Son of a bitch.
Why is it raining there? Can you just change the weather and make it
I
like
could.
a sunny day?
I could. Okay.
Speaking of that, I still need to get the Xbox Game Pass.
Where is... Oh, you definitely need to get the Game Pass.
I really want to try the flight simulator.
Wait, where is... Oh, I'm sorry. I know you don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, it's under...
We don't want to know what you're looking at.
It's under... Oh,
the blanket.
That's under transportation? Really?
See, something like that should be under like wherever you're.
Transportation. Tours. God damn, it's got a tour bus as the icon. No wonder why I didn't see it. Okay.
Hot air balloons cannot fly when it's raining.
Oh, they can fly.
Yes, they can.
They can fly.
Bird is the pilot. Bird is the pilot.
Pilot gets a little wet, but it's okay.
Well, I'm not going on that hot air balloon trip.
Yeah.
I don't want to crash.
Well, it's bird flying. If it runs out of hot air, you can always get more.
Well, this is true.
Okay, so let's see. Where's the best place to put our hot air balloon?
Last weekend was the first time I really wanted to own a gun.
Wow, that's an interesting topic change.
Yeah, because
Nice
we're now talking about hot air balloons and flying objects in general. And neighbor's kid, like 3 houses down the
Wait,
road.
did you say the neighbor's kid?
A neighbor's kid, 3 houses down the
I
street.
love where this is going.
has a drone, bought a small drone, and he's flying all the time around the neighborhood.
It's probably
And
spying on your wife.
actually, that little bastard was,
Yep.
and I was like,
A
he
healthy
just
teenage
came out
boy.
like an he is like 13, 14. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the age.
Well, he's not stupid.
I know what I'd be doing if I had a drone at that age.
Yeah.
So trust me, I was laughing inside so hard because I was like, really, old grumpy man, get out of my lawn.
Get off my
Pointing
lawn.
pointing
And my
at the
wife.
drone with my finger with angry face and showing him the way out of my yard, like because it is the fun part is those small drones, they sound like a beehive
Yeah.
above your head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's even the sound is extremely annoying.
I think
So,
we're gonna
and-
have to.
So that's the reason why I wanted to have a gun, just to shoot it down.
No, all you need is a pellet gun for that thing.
Yeah, probably something smaller, less destructive. I'm not saying I need to have a rocket silo here, which could be interesting, by the way.
Let's see. Total profit is 10,000. I don't want to screw up this farm, but I think we're making more crops than we need. Yeah, we're outputting a bunch of crops directly without making anything from, which means that it's a waste of money. So let's see, maybe we can put.
So the Crawford Ranch is going to be smaller.
Well, I think I'm going to put the. Let's see if it fits here. We'll put the. I think it'll.
What do you want to do?
The hot air balloon rides.
Can't you
So
do
then-
it from a rooftop of a building?
No, I can't do it from the rooftop of a building. Yeah, it looks like it would fit. Looks like it would fit. So it's gonna get rid of this crop field.
They are doing it literally from the airport here.
Yeah, well, I don't have an air. Well, even if I had an airport,
You don't have an
can't
airport. LD has an airport.
well, LD.
Uh,
Good for LD.
yeah, let him have an airport.
Yep.
There we go.
Will lightning strike the balloon?
I don't think so. To be
Hmm.
honest,
pity.
I can't be sure. Let's see.
What if the balloon leaves the city?
It doesn't. They know what they're doing.
Well, we are talking about Bird City here, so
Noise pollution
Hopefully.
reduction.
What the hell is that noise?
No kidding.
It's a drone.
Is that
It's
it's a drone noise?
sorry,
They're
I couldn't
coming for
resist.
you.
I couldn't resist.
But I was being abducted.
God, that sounded like something out of the movie Food of the Gods.
I'm a big X-Files fan, and the 11th season of the show, there was an episode where Mulder and Scully go to a restaurant, and it's fully automated.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Yeah,
It
and
was basically their the Black Mirror episode. Dark Mirror,
Mulder,
whatever it's called. Sorry.
yeah, Mulder doesn't tip because he thinks, well, there's nobody working here; it's all automated, and technology just goes crazy because they didn't tip, the robotic servants or whatever at the restaurant. And they get chased by drones all over the place in that episode. I don't think there's any dialogue in that episode.
I don't think so either.
But there's one scene where there's 3-4 dozen drones going after Mulder.
Is it something from the new X-Files?
Yeah, it was the last season.
Okay.
From what year? 2018.
Yeah, I didn't watch those new X-Files.
They were worth watching.
I watched the original
Red
series.
Hair.
The original series that they aired, and then I watched how many movies were there? X-File movies?
2.
Two movies. So I saw both of the movies.
Yeah,
And
there was one between seasons 5 and 6,
Mhm.
and then one after the end of the original series.
That one was with the UFOs, right? Well,
The first one was.
or the first one was with the UFOs. I don't remember the second one.
Yeah, I liked X-Files in the early seasons, but when they got stuck on the smoking man and the conspiracy and that conspiracy stuff, to me it went nowhere. It got real stupid real quick. As long as they were doing different types of weird cases, to me it was interesting.
Well, they did that all throughout the series.
Yeah.
But they got stuck on the conspiracy part, and there was supposed to have been this big reveal, and it wasn't. And then I just, I'm like, what the heck? I'm wasting my time. This is an hour of life I could be used doing something else.
I love the X-Files. I'd really, really, really would love to buy the Blu-ray set of the original series.
Did they release it even?
Yeah, they did. They cleaned it up. It looks amazing. I've got the DVDs, all 9 seasons of the original series. I have season 10 on Blu-ray. I have not bought 11. But I'd love to have the original series on Blu-ray. It looks just stunning.
I watched it only when it was aired on TV, and never again afterwards. So I remember only like few of the episodes, and and even I watched it in German, everything. So yeah.
I managed, I don't know how many of you know this, I managed a branch library in Arizona for 10 years. And for a while, we had this program on Saturday afternoons that we did for the public, where we showed cult, sci-fi, horror, sorry, I'm still trying to wake up, fantasy type shows. Movies.
Sounds like my kind of gig.
And we did the X-Files. We would do, about 40 to 50% of the episodes from a season. We didn't show them all, but because there were so many, but we did that for a long time. And we did other things. We did some popular films of the time. We showed, the new Star Wars films that came out. We did Doctor Who. We did Haven, which was a sci-fi show.
That was a good one.
That was.
Haven.
That was.
I really liked that one.
Eureka was my favorite.
Oh,
Eureka.
Eureka. Oh, I love
That was
Eureka.
fun. That was fun.
Just the sheriff, the dumbest guy in the town, would outsmart the smartest people on the planet.
Yeah.
That was great.
The only thing that that bothered me is really how sci-fi treated the whole show, because it was like 5 seasons and they aired it over 7 years period, over 7 years, just because they had so many. And now once again in quotes, mid-season breaks, but those were like just stupid breaks because they didn't film it properly.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of that was, I think that was around the time sci-fi was being sold. And
It was basically I know that it started with the original sci-fi logo, and then somewhere somewhere in the middle of the series it changed to the sci-fi.
Yeah.
And the sci-fi just totally screwed it up.
Yeah.
They all they wanted to do was, reality shows. I mean, I could have gave a damn about that special effects makeup, reality crap they showed. I mean, I tune in for stories,
Welcome, Ciso Prey.
I heard there were bagels.
I wish there were bagels.
Did
Is what
I
I
get my
said.
bagel?
And
Uh,
I
Bird,
wish there were
Morning,
bagels,
Ciso
too.
Prey.
Good morning.
Hello.
it was Joseph's turn to get the bagels, so I don't know what happened.
Here, Joseph, where's the bagels?
Just put it in the mail, Joseph.
He was being chased by those drones.
Yeah, I just brought it over to the neighbor's kid, and he's sending the drone over to New York and Texas.
It'd take
That
a
would be
while to
awesome.
get
I bet it would make it on the news.
across. It would make it on the
Bagel
news.
delivered.
Across the Atlantic Ocean by drone. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would be probably a little damp from all the humidity coming from the ocean, but
A good bagel is damp anyway. Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't
I'd be
that
concerned
dry.
about the mold.
It's about the gesture,
It's the thought that counts.
Beagles might eat it before it gets here. That's more likely how the story would go. Drone makes it across the Atlantic only to be taken down by Beagles. Rockaway Beach.
You saying seagulls or beagles?
That's
I'm
what I was
saying-
wondering.
Eagles, the
Bird?
flying bird, could take down a drone, but I mean, a beagle could do it too as it lands. If it was going to you, Sassy would probably jump up and grab it.
That last, as Joseph would put it, last meter. It would get here. As he would jump and take it.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Or as
How
you
big
would
is
say,
a
the
meter?
last 3 fields. 3 feet,
Oh, okay.
approximately.
So Charlie's 2/3 of a meter. Oh.
They'd be
Yeah,
measuring him in
meter's
centimeters.
about 3 feet and 3 inches, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And a yard is 3 feet.
Yes.
So a meter and a
Yes.
yard are very close. Okay,
Very, very close, yeah.
gotcha.
You don't remember those yardsticks they'd have in school, the teacher?
Yes,
Would have a yard on one side, a meter on the other.
I never knew the meter was on the other side. I just thought it looked like a really big ruler.
It was, in fact, a real big ruler.
Anyway, you are measuring everything in football fields. That was the question. How much of a football field is Charlie? Because you were putting those units there.
I don't measure them that way. I don't
Wait, how
measure
long is
anything
the
by
football?
football fields.
How many
The
yards is the
American
football
football
field?
field is 100 yards.
So,
Oh, so
Well-
you just divide 3/4 of a yard, 2/3 of a yard by 100, right? Am I doing that right?
You got to include the end zones, Bird.
Those don't count.
What do you mean they don't count?
They don't count.
okay,
They're like
well,
the opposite of tips. They don't
it's
count.
110 yards. Okay. Just
120.
That would be
120.
120.
Isn't it 10
yeah.
yards for each end zone?
Yep.
Yeah,
It was 5.
pretty sure it's 10.
I don't know. Alexa, how many yards is an end zone?
They're 10 yards.
16,557 yards? What?
Nope. Let's ask Google instead. Hey, Google, how many yards are in the end zone? 10 yards.
10 yards. Okay.
Thanks,
They're 10 yards
You're
by
better than
53.
Alexa. You should know
Wow. Wow. And for somebody who told me yesterday that it was being mean to offer a little extra reason why you didn't like somebody or something, you're certainly telling Google something mean about Alexa who
Yeah.
didn't ask.
That's why I take it all out on inanimate objects. It's okay to be mean to Alexa. And,
It's not okay to be mean to robots. They're going to rule the
Alexa
world.
one day. Yeah. They don't have feelings. That's why it's okay.
That's
It's
what you
actually
think.
specifically teaching people where to direct
Jeff.
their emotional poison at robots, not at other things.
Delete that thing.
Did you
That's
tell
too
them what our
loud,
debate
Jeff.
was about?
I did not.
Hmm.
I was going to save it for Monday.
So
Okay.
which one is better then, Alexa or the Google?
Google.
Alexa. God damn it, cancel Alexa.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
You're
the
not
deal?
making my decision easy. I want to buy
is
one of those.
powered by Amazon, one is powered by Google.
Yeah, but they all go to the same part. They all go to the same site to tell you what you're asking. So
No,
Yeah, they've all go to
Amazon
Wikipedia 90% of the time.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. Wikipedia is a lot, but
so
when it
does
asks
Cort-
a specific question, Amazon uses Bing.
so does
and-
Cortana.
So the
Google
Google's
uses
better.
Google.
We know the Google's better. Come on.
Yeah.
No, it also, I think it's like if you have products in your home and you're trying to set up your home to like turn on the lights and stuff like that. If you want to go that far with it, then you should see like what's compatible with what. That would probably make the most sense. But I like the Google.
You just like to Google because you hate Alexa.
I do hate
God damn it,
Alexa.
cancel Alexa.
I hate Alexa though, because she's incompetent. I know, like she's earned it. She is incompetent. If she was competent, I would have liked her. Her
Uh-oh.
only job is to be competent. Like
This is women who your
It's
heart
not-
is on other women.
well, you know what, Joe? She's
Uh-oh.
not. She doesn't bring other things of value. Okay, not everyone is very factual or has a good memory, and that's okay. They're human. They come forward and they bring their whole self, and they have other things of value about them. Alexa does not. That's her only job, and she doesn't do it well.
Ooh,
Google does.
she was just all kind of logic there, man. I think you lost this argument.
First, Miss Lundell takes my nerd card, and then he pronounces me a loser.
No, sometimes you just have to bow to logic. Okay, so doesn't mean
I think that the Amazon product does bring more to the table. She can sing. Can Google Plus sing?
I don't know. What do you say to Alexa to get her to sing?
I say sing a patriotic song, or sing a rap song, or sing a whatever country song.
Rapping
Okay,
is not
Google,
singing.
sing a
And you know what?
lullaby.
Alexa sounds better than Bird does.
And better than Google does.
Oh,
Also, she can tell me a joke.
sorry. Can you not hear that? Be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't hear it.
I said, okay, Google, sing a lullaby.
Yeah.
And Rockabye Baby started playing.
I heard that.
And Google knows the words better than you, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I never claimed to know the words to Rockabye Baby.
Words, rhythm.
I just
Yeah.
tried it the first time.
Oh, this is so cute. I'm going to use it now.
Alexa, sing a lullaby.
Okay, here's my song about love.
No,
Yeah, but-
not a song about love.
And I'm sure she blocks about something else. When Charlie needs a lullaby, he just wants the straight lullaby. He doesn't want to hear all that extra confirmation and then have her get it wrong on top of it.
Well, actually, Bird, how many songs do you know the words to, period? Now, take Frank Sinatra out of this. Let's
Happy
just,
birthday.
You probably know all of American Pie, right?
Bye, bye, Miss
All 8
America,
minutes.
bye. Drove my Chevy to the levee,
So,
but the levee
When
was
we used to
dry.
make trips up to the real Caroga, Bird would bring his mix of music in the car. And it was just, I don't know, what was it, the most popular music like in America ever or something? There were a lot of oldies and stuff.
It was my favorite songs. This was all the
Oh,
from
So
my
anyway.
MP3 collection.
for whatever reason, American Pie was not just on it, but would come up really often. And as you know, that's a very long song.
You
yeah.
make a lot of tracks. The goal was to get 10 miles
First,
throughout
it
through playing the song.
but over time, it just kind of became his signature. We kind of knew that he would sit through.
Bird knew all of it. He knows all the verses to American Pie.
I don't. I never even, I mean, I used to sing along to it. And it's been a long, long time. I've forgotten almost every song I know. Although, to be honest, even the songs I pretty much know, even Sinatra songs, I don't think I could tell you it word for word.
Yeah, that might be genetic. We are both horrible at like really understanding the words that are being said in the song. I can't really hear them half the time. Like,
Yeah, I honestly, for many songs, I can't even understand what they're singing. And it's not to say like, heavy rock songs, just regular songs.
Yeah.
Michael
so it's not
Jackson
only my
songs, I
problem.
can't understand what he's saying.
Okay,
half the
Michael
time.
Jackson is very hard to understand, honestly.
Okay, but Taylor Swift or somebody normal. I still.
No,
I
words
wouldn't
just
say
jumbled
Taylor
together.
Swift is
Taylor
normal.
Swift and normal do not go in the same sentence.
Okay, popular. I don't know. Or just throw me a bone, people.
but I think that misunderstanding lyrics is kind of common. Remember Purple Haze? Excuse me while I kiss the sky. It sounds like he's saying kiss this guy. It's common.
There are hilarious videos on YouTube about misheard lyrics.
Yeah.
Some comedians do it,
yes.
and those are extremely funny. So it's not only my problem that I
know
don't
when I'm
understand properly.
mishearing it.
I bet if I watch those, I will learn a lot because I probably have the wrong lyric. I'll be like, oh, is that what they're really saying?
And imagine just how complicated it is for me, for somebody whose English is definitely not the first language.
Oh, wow. Good thing you can look it up.
No, but as you mentioned, Michael Jackson. Honestly, when he was what was it?
Jackson 5.
No. The song Michael Jackson
Thriller?
And no, let's go few years forward.
Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal, exactly. Smooth Criminal. In that song, you cannot understand a single word.
I can. Annie, are you okay? Come on.
Mr. Londell, I can tell you that before I read the lyrics, I couldn't understand what he was
Okay.
mumbling there.
I remember there was this song in college that was like a really popular song at the time, and I was listening to it with someone. I was like, I don't even understand this. I was like, was he speaking Spanish? And she's like, no, he's speaking English. What are you? Honestly, I had no idea what he was saying. I'm trying to remember the name of the song.
Yeah.
I feel
Joseph,
like we remember it if I knew the name.
Do you remember the words in it? That
No, because they sound like they were in Spanish.
yeah, but the person didn't then tell you the words.
No, because they were an asshole.
That's
Joseph, don't feel bad. English is my first language, and I have trouble with song lyrics all the time.
Yeah.
It sounded like a Spanishy song, like a Spanish guy saying it, but it wasn't apparently in Spanish.
I would love to know if it was a Spanish guy.
Exactly.
Probably
Because
a woman.
now I'm curious.
Yeah, okay. It was, let's see. I can hear it in my head, but I can't.
Even when we say hum it will probably, yeah.
No, don't.
No. Okay. I mean, you remember the song, the song with the verse about a pigeon is a woman who whatever.
Yeah.
That song.
No scrubs, and then the other one.
Yeah.
Well, the original one was no scrubs, and then
By
the
Okay,
other one was, I think it was called No
Picture
Pigeon.
like maybe a year or two after that song was popular.
Yeah.
Well, so
That was not
That wasn't the song.
helpful information.
But it
You
was
already
that.
said it was college.
Okay, let's do it like this. No scrubs.
Okay, well, here's what I
or-
can go look at my music library.
let's
I
see.
don't know if it would stand out.
You would
Okay,
just
No Scrubs was released in 1992. You say it was a
Oh,
song.
92? Okay, well, no, then wait, no. What? There had to be a version of it that came out while I was in college.
Yeah, No Pigeons was the response.
yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't think you were in college for that either. I think you just heard it in college.
What year did that come out?
Let's see. I mean, I could just ask Google.
Okay, I can understand why you meant it's Spanish, because No Pigeons, the lyrics go, nada franchise, nada shot callers, yes, sporty thieves, ua nada.
Yeah, that does say
Nada?
nada.
A pigeon is a girl who be walking by my rimmed up blue brand new sparkling 5. Her feet hurt so you know she wants a ride, but she's frothing like she can't say hi. What? So okay, the lyrics make no sense. So I totally understand why you wouldn't
Yeah.
understand.
And it was
Okay.
released in 1998. I started college in 96.
No,
So
No
maybe it
Pigeons
was
had
that
to come
song.
out. Let's see. Let's get the year.
No Pigeons came out in 1998. I'm telling you, it's right
It
here.
did? Okay.
Yeah, March. Wait a
Yeah,
second.
1998.
It is released
Had to come out.
1998, recorded in 1999.
The No Scrubs didn't come out in 92. It was like a response to it.
Yeah. And
No Scrubs. It says Google says 1992.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Unless that's when it came out, but it didn't get popular here until like 96, 97. Oh, baby. You okay?
I don't think it was this particular song.
okay. I'd like to see if Bird could understand the words the lyrics to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. If he
That
can
would
get
be
on.
no.
Well, hell, any Gordon Lightfoot song for that matter.
Okay, I definitely don't understand the words that they are saying or rapping here because it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It's rap. That's why it makes no sense.
Agreed.
What's the matter?
Oh,
Oh.
Charlie.
Oh.
You wanna sing the pigeon song, Charlie?
Oh, he wants milk. Well, you're sucking on your hand. You're not going to get any milk from your hand. Your hand does not do that. No. Okay. Let me have your hand. Okay, and then there you go. Yep, there you go. All right, we've replaced the hand. We're good now.
Popular songs. Let's see. 1998.
You're just gonna look at like the Billboard pop song.
Maybe 2000. Probably closer to 2000.
Was it hip hop? Like what?
I don't know, D. I honestly don't.
Okay.
If I knew what it was.
Well, do you
Okay,
think it's been on Hot 97 or Z100?
I have no idea. I'm sorry, Joseph. What were you gonna say?
I have here open like the biggest songs of 1999. 999.
9.
There was Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way,
No, it wouldn't
Ricky
have been
Martin,
Backstreet.
Living La Vida Loca, Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle.
Was it Ricky Martin, Joe?
No, it wasn't Ricky Martin.
Still My
Living La Vida
Sunshine.
Loca is Spanish.
Yeah, no, I know Ricky Martin. It's not Ricky Martin.
Still My
Living
Sunshine was one of those.
Living La Vida Loca was.
It wasn't me. Shaggy.
Oh, I love that song.
That's calypso. That's not Spanish.
And
That's
it's
really
easy
crazy.
to understand,
That's
honestly.
reggae.
Maybe it's not that one. It sounded.
That one's fairly clear. That's why I've always liked that one because the lyrics are hilarious. He's
Yes.
clearly caught. Clearly. And he's still like, yeah, it wasn't me.
Well, it's the rap part. He may have a problem with that because
That
you know,
was it. The rap part.
that thick Jamaican
Why would you think that was Spanish, though? That's
Yeah.
Red-handed wasn't me.
Yeah, how do you mistake a Jamaican accent for Spanish?
That's spectacular. We should listen to it. Oh. Yeah, that's a great. Oh, baby. That's a great one to not know.
Yeah, as soon as he starts going, right after She Never Took Her Eyes Off Me. It's whatever the hell he's saying after that, I still to this day don't understand what
You
it
caught
is.
me on camera, that part?
She
Put
never
him
took
on
her eyes
camera?
from me.
If you're watching it on YouTube, it's at 43 seconds or 42 seconds in. He starts going, and I'm like, what?
How
I've
you
lost
can
it.
grant your woman access to your villa, trespasser, and a witness while you.
Are you reading this off of paper?
Yeah, of course. I googled it. That's why
Okay.
I'm sitting in front of a computer.
Okay, so this was exactly. I was like, I have no idea. I was like, what language is he speaking? He's speaking English, and to this day, I don't think he is.
Oh, okay. How you can grant your woman access? Yeah. That's
that-
what you cling. You know what? Maybe I just thought I knew the words because this is not at all what I thought was going on. Okay, I know you better watch your back before she turned into a killer. That much I understood.
Yeah,
That's the situation, yeah.
I can't
Still a good
remember.
song.
I guess it's those first three lines I didn't really know either. Yeah.
I can't remember that rapper's name. He was Jamaican.
Shaggy. Right?
Shaggy is the
Oh, okay.
is the
Shaggy. Okay.
The guy who made the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spanish,
But
Jamaican.
have a Jamaican accent. How did you not know that?
Oh, I knew. Well, maybe because the person I was with was Spanish. I assumed it was Spanish. I don't know.
Oh my God, man.
Wow. Oh yeah, then this part makes you know say that she really no right for Vex, and never she see make the gigolo flex. A smatty elt a favor you in a D complex. Yeah. Seeing is believing, so you better change your specs. Yeah, I could see how that.
I'm still shocked I was able to find the song.
Yeah,
Based
good
on
job.
it being 2 years after. Based on being 2 years after Pigeons.
Yeah, that is a very ridiculous way.
Google Pigeons 1998. Okay, Google best songs of 2000. Shaggy. That's it. Let's say, did anybody have any hope I was going to find that song?
No, honestly, I didn't think we could find it so quickly. I wouldn't say we wouldn't be able to find it, but so quickly, especially when you are mixing Jamaican with Spanish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Shaggy is not Latino.
Okay, but it was in my brain. It was close enough.
Because
Okay, Google. Play Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Careful,
we can't play that
they'll
on
hear
the,
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear it or no?
Not really.
Okay, it didn't start playing yet. So
Okay.
yeah, that's funny.
No, but I was playing it on YouTube, so you guys couldn't hear it because I have my headphones in.
No. Okay.
We'll have
That's
to.
really funny.
I will have to listen to it after we're done. But
All right, I'll stop it. Okay, Google. Stop.
Okay, at least it's a song from the last few decades and not something from the 60s.
and what's wrong with the 60s?
no, 60 song would be a lot better, probably.
No, nothing. Just that Bird listens to songs that were before he that were popular before he was born.
That is
This
correct.
is true.
So do I. Okay.
I do too a lot now, mostly because I took his iPod when he was in a coma.
That's
And
right. You
I
took
kept
my
it.
iPod.
And I didn't really load any
Wow.
music onto it because I didn't know how. So
I was there in a coma, and she stole my iPod.
you didn't need it.
That's what sisters do.
I used to go shopping in his apartment right in front of him. I would take a bag and then I would just put
This
things
is
that I needed
absolutely
into the
true.
bag. And by needed, I mean like DVDs that I wanted to watch.
Food.
Sometimes food. Food is more of a need. You're fine with that. But the DVDs were just great. And then Joey would just replace what I took so that he would still have it.
Yeah, my sister would do me the same way.
This is why I had different video game system than her. So my
Oh.
games were never compatible with her video games.
It's okay. I
I
stopped
never-
liking video games after the original Nintendo system, NES. Like, as soon as they went, what was that? 16-bit from 8-bit? What were
Yeah.
they? Yeah,
Like
it was
the
too
Super
much for me.
Nintendo was 16-bit.
No, the way the whole screen would roll around made me dizzy. Right,
I never
Jordan?
had an iPod. But on the other hand, I never was in a coma, so.
So no one could take your iPod from you.
It was an iPod Touch, even. It wasn't even like a.
Was it? It looked like one of the newest.
It
Not
was like
new.
an iPhone.
It was like the first iPod.
Oh, you took two iPods from me then.
Maybe.
You took
I
my
might still
original
have it.
iPod and you took an iPod Touch.
No, maybe I took the iPod Touch. Yeah, because I remember like before we had smartphones, it looked like a smartphone.
Yeah, that was the iPod Touch.
Yeah. I don't think I took your original iPod.
So now you know what happened to all your Sinatra.
Oh, I knew what happened.
You knew. I
I
wasn't
knew.
sneaky about any of this. So just take things.
Wasn't a secret. I knew what happened to it. And I bought a new one, and then my new one died during a firmware update. It just bricked itself. You couldn't do shit about it because it was an Apple device. So that's
Well-
when I swore off Apple devices.
Well, the Zoom was just as bad about doing that.
No, the Zoom,
Zoom, Z-U-N-E.
the
The one-
Microsoft version of the
Oh, the
iPod.
Microsoft. Okay, that never worked. Yeah.
Oh,
You were a Zune guy.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that existed.
Come on, you didn't know it existed. You watch Big Bang Theory.
I didn't know what it was. There's a lot of times they say things and I don't know what they're talking about. Right, Charlie? I would just like to say Charlie is now fully awake and listening to everybody's voices.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, and he can turn on his side now easily. He woke up yelling. He was okay, but he always puts his arm through the crib, and this time he was fully on his side, and he had like the top arm through. He was hanging out, and he's been doing like exercises. He holds on to the side of the crib or the changing table, and then like puts his legs up in the air, or pulls the rest of his body towards whatever he's holding.
Huh.
Pretty amazing. So like a little prison workout.
It's in the clink.
Yeah.
Aw, Charlie, baby.
What do you got to say? Tell everybody. He's stretching. Oh. Yeah, I know. You're still stretching from the womb.
What's
That's
your
how it
first?
works.
I was about to say Qapla. I thought I heard Qapla.
I don't think so.
No, it's grandma.
No.
You heard Grandma? I heard Qapla.
Charlie. Oh.
By the way, does Charlie has an email account?
He does not. He should get one.
And he should get one. Joe, create him an email account, because this is something what my niece, my little niece, has from the day she was born, and every time, every good picture and every birthday wish and something goes into her email account. So we are sending her email. So once she starts reading, she can access her own email account and read all through the birthday wishes and have a look at
that's
all
a
the
really good
pictures.
idea.
It's like how do you call it? Time capsule at the
Wow.
moment.
Yeah, but here's the question: will she be interested in that once she
Yeah, all this junk mail.
Yeah.
Then delete this all with all the TikTok emails.
Probably not right away, right? But eventually.
Yeah.
Might appreciate it as they get older.
If you teach the children the right values, they can appreciate this kind of stuff.
I think
And
I agree with that, but I think values take time to absorb. You know, like
Of course,
it's
but
just in stages.
you know, as an idea, and having an email account already set, and who can say that? Oh, as a 10-year-old child, oh, I have my email account for over a decade, you know, or something.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I like that. It's kind of a new age equivalent of those books that people make, you know, with the baby's first year. they had, what were those books called? That I don't have one. Like a scrapbook, I
Scrapbook?
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like a special one that you usually have for babies. And maybe it is just a baby
Obviously,
scrapbook.
you cannot store on a Gmail account. I don't know, the first cut hair or something.
Huh.
Yeah. There's usually hair from the first haircut, maybe the tooth. Hey, what do people do with the umbilical cord? Do they just throw it out? Is that
Ooh.
normal?
Oh, you freeze that.
I have no idea what you're supposed to do with the umbilical cord.
What did you do with it?
I put it in a plastic baggie until I figured out what you're supposed to do with it.
You didn't freeze it?
Freeze it? No, I didn't
Yeah.
freeze it.
It's going to rot.
All those stem cells are gone now.
I'm
You could
supposed
have
to put it in
saved
my
those
own
stem
freezer? I don't
cells.
think that's how you freeze
Bert,
it.
it's not coming from the umbilical cord. It's coming from the blood of the umbilical cord,
Whatever.
the stem cells.
There's precious
Sister
stem cells.
Pray, at this moment, if you didn't put it in a freezer, you know
Might as
what?
well
Just
get rid
just
of
throw it away. Just put it in a garbage and throw it away. And do not open it. Do not open it because it will smell badly.
Okay.
We kept ours, so it crumbles up and it turns black. I don't know if you still have the clip, but in my case, the clip has a little bit of black umbilical cord still attached to it.
You kept it? You kept it, really?
Yeah, my two youngest children.
Mhm.
They were born at home, so we had the choice. The other two were born in a hospital, and we didn't have the choice to keep it.
Oh, wow. Well, I do have the little piece that fell out of his belly button.
Why in God's name would you want that anyway?
I don't know. We
They
kept
need to keep it too. It's part of them.
I don't know. Just, you know, okay, you know, let me shut up. Okay, stuff like that.
Jesus, so many stupid things that I would like to say, but I'm just biting in my tongue right now.
What?
About different body parts that are being clipped off, and so you know, I'm
Body part clipped off.
Oh, that's interesting. Why do people keep the foreskin? That, I feel like that would be weird.
Okay, I didn't say it. It wasn't
no,
me.
I don't know. No,
If they want to reattach it later, obviously.
Wow.
Wait, isn't there a culture that buries it? I think they bury the foreskin.
That's the placenta, I think.
Oh, really?
You didn't bury your placenta?
I don't know what happened to my placenta.
You're supposed to bury it.
I
And
wasn't
then
even able to
creates
see.
a Cabbage Patch.
You can also eat it if you want.
Yeah, bury foreskin after birth. That's a Jewish thing, apparently.
I don't believe that.
Yep.
There'd be whole cemeteries full of foreskins. That was
Traditions. What do you do with the new
Oh my.
Tiny cemeteries, you know, like
Oh.
was the cemetery built for ants?
like a tiny tombstone, you know, with the day the baby was born until it was cut off. Like,
Oh, the conversations we have.
Yeah, guys, I haven't had breakfast yet. Okay.
Neither have
No
I.
sausage for you today.
I've
We're
had
not
a cup
talking
of
about-
coffee.
we're not talking about food right now. At least I hope we don't.
Well, that's the placenta, right? People eat the placenta, they say. I don't
There
know
we
that
go.
anyone who has actually done it. It's just a
Just had to
rumor.
go there.
There we go.
I was
Yeah,
just
thinking
had
that,
to
but I
go there.
wasn't going to say it.
It's not good to repress things.
And
Gotta get
how
it all
raw or seasoned and baked, fried? I don't know how.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Thank you.
Curious to watch like an animal give birth and see what they do naturally.
They eat it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a cat once who didn't Well, she decided to give birth on my bed where I'm lying, so she wasn't going to bite through the umbilical cord, and I had to rip it off myself. She luckily started eating what's it called, the sack where the baby is in.
Yeah.
She wasn't doing it well enough, so I had to break it open so she could lick the little kitten clean.
Aww.
Eventually, when she regained strength, she started eating it.
So is each kitten in its own little sack, or are they all in one?
It was different sacks.
Different sacks. Good to know. Yeah. Yeah, Charlie. It's a miracle of birth.
Yeah.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
He still suffers from PTSD. He was 9 months in a dark, wet cell. So
This is true. I mean, when they come out, it must be both traumatizing and amazing.
it is probably one of the biggest
there.
traumas people can have.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's a lot of change.
everything, the first breath, the first food, the first audio signals, the first visual impulses, everything.
Well, what's
Just crazy.
is the eating thing, like, is such an instinct. He immediately looked for food. Like, he came out, he didn't know anything, and he was like, "Where's that food?"
There's a theory that men never get over the miracle of birth because we remain in a constant desire for nourishment and affection. And a woman apparently has similar afflictions, but because she can deliver a baby, it kind of dissipates. So her trauma gets reduced by delivering a baby, while a man is always in constant need for affection and a female touch or whatever.
That's an interesting theory. I will say there's definitely like some kind of loneliness that was resolved by having a baby, but then definitely other kinds that wasn't, Like, I still desire a partner, but at the same time, I don't know what it was. I can't put my finger on it, but there was some kind of longing that is definitely like no longer there. Like, I feel very full. Although I would imagine a father would feel full as well in a certain way, but maybe it's not the same. I mean, it is pretty cool that we can make babies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So it's this is what, something like vampirism you were describing?
No, I don't know.
You know,
I have 4 kids, and granted, my situation is a bit different.
Oh, baby. Well, I just think it's funny that Freud came up with penis envy as if having a penis is something to envy, whereas, like, women can birth children. You don't think it would go the other way?
but Freud was also addicted to cocaine, so.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, Charlie was. Oh. Here you go.
Oh,
He said Freud was also addicted to cocaine.
Oh, I'm trying to feed you. Oh.
There is some processing going on.
Oh, baby.
Oh, poor Charlie.
Okay. Yeah, you're hungry.
There's the volume button here.
You're good. You got it. You got it.
What'd you say, yes?
Where's the volume button?
Yeah, he keeps screaming. I'll mute. I thought maybe he'd calm down. Oh, baby.
Have Google sing him a lullaby. Oh, poor Charlie. Level up, everything. Level up. We gotta get the city to level up. It's the only way we can get more people in. And also, since I started requiring smoke detectors and lightning rods, I'm losing a little money each month. Not a lot. Enough.
Because of
It'll be
what?
an
Because
issue.
of lightning rods?
Because I'm requiring lightning rods and smoke detectors, which adds like $5 per building or something.
Smoke detectors, they are radioactive, right? They have, what
They
do they
are
have?
radioactive.
Polonium?
I don't know. I'm not
Oh.
exactly sure what they have. Oh, my anti-tracker just went live.
Anti-tracker. Yep.
Okay, so.
Are we caring about anti-tracker again?
Yeah, I care. I care. No.
Is the Bible sexist? That's the title of the stream.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, great.
I do not want to hear him pontificating on that.
Anyway, there is
No.
still like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I was
until-
gonna say we got a few minutes. It's not that it's a rush over to.
Charlie, you want to tell everyone how you burped and now it's okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
Charlie, you burped.
Oh, it was a big burp.
Well, I tell you, I can't cut Charlie off.
Oh no,
And
never.
even Anti-Tracker
Absolutely
would
not.
understand that.
What's happening?
Oh, Anti-Tracker started his stream, but he got 5 minutes before he actually starts.
Oh, okay.
But I said, but I can't cut Charlie off.
You are right, like
So-
clearly. But we were watching the new Lucifer episodes.
You started watching Lucifer already? You
Yeah,
should
I'm on the
watch
first
Umbrella
episode.
Academy.
It's #1 in the U.S. today already. Everybody likes Lucifer. Everybody.
And the question is, why is it still on the brink of cancellation? I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I think everything's on the brink of cancellation since they can't make any shows.
Yeah. Everybody's leaving California, and you know, there's all, you know, in a couple of weeks there won't be any actors in Hollywood. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we should. Yeah, that's a good point. Be
All
the
those
first people to
forest
start the new
fires in
Hollywood in
California,
Austin.
all those fires are people burning their houses for insurance money.
probably so. Yeah.
That's why it got so bad so quickly.
I'm just saying, if we
Fuck.
buy up some studio space in Austin, since we hear everyone's moving from California to Austin,
The nuclear plant's on fire again.
we can make Austin wood and be very, very rich when the new Hollywood is in Austin. We'd be the first people to get in on it.
Yeah, all the movie business will move to Texas. Mr. Londell will be so happy. So many movies.
That's what I think is happening.
Look, if those weird Reese eating sons of bitches come down here. No,
Why,
You
don't
will
want
move over to
movies?
California, right?
no, I'm gonna buy a gun.
Be careful what you say, Mr. Lundell.
Wow.
Get off my lawn, you Hollywood.
Somebody got upset with me. I was literally in unconscious bias training, and I made a comment about how everyone in Texas has a gun. And he was like, okay, see, that's a bias right there. I was like, is
Yeah.
it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but is it?
Only the
Yes,
left-wing
it is.
liberals that moved to Austin don't have guns.
Yeah,
So-
Austin
See?
isn't.
Other than Austin. You know, and we don't have to talk politics. I'm just going to say something that's more social. I watched the election results at a bar in Austin, and it was just a really interesting group of people to be sitting with. It was me, a woman from Canada who wanted to see what was going to happen, and some locals, but locals from Austin, some with a military background, some with not,
Wait,
and then
was
other
this
locals from more rural Texas.
2016 or
Who was
2018?
there on a, what do you mean? 2016. Who was there on a, with a church retreat. through just a really, really diverse perspectives.
2015,
16.
2016. Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah. The election, November. Yeah. I was at the Tableau conference. So that's what happened.
And did people go outside and start shooting their guns up in the air?
I don't know.
EIA?
At the end, I was asleep. But it was interesting because I was watching the map and they were, the point at which they had gotten, they hadn't finished counting the votes in Texas, but it looked like it could go blue. And they were like showing it as a projection, and Texas flashed blue for a second, and then it went back red.
See, that I'm gonna tell you, that was BS. Totally based on Dallas, Fort Worth, and probably Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm probably the first to count the votes, so it looks blue.
Because all through that election cycle, they were talking about Texas is turning pink. I was like, y'all are crazy. Okay. And then it just dawned on me. Well, Dallas, where I live, it's kind of going lefty pinko. And if that's where they surveyed, okay, y'all are wrong. Okay.
It's the problem with all cities. They people who live in cities have different priorities.
Oh, the stream barely started and there are already 2 likes and 2 dislikes.
Oh, it started? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We'll go watch Lucifer. We don't mind.
Ooh, anti-slapper?
Charlie baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's okay. Every time there's a
Oh
Bible
wait,
Quote guy
he's about to go away from the screen to make his coffee. He says he really wants to make his coffee, but he doesn't want to make us feel like we don't care. So
No, coffee's important.
Before
Coffee
he runs
is
off
essential.
to make coffee.
Coffee's like medicine. It's like you wouldn't say, I'm sorry, I have to go take my pill, but I don't want to leave the screen. Like you would just take it. You need your coffee.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Londell. I'm just reading the comments.
Get a haircut.
Get a haircut, you nerd.
Look, I have to yank his chain, okay? Because he sets himself up as this expert on Trek, and I just have to yank his chain.
He's ending his stream. Son of a bitch.
Why?
He's not ending his stream. He's putting up a bird chat so he can go make coffee. Which one is it? Okay, it didn't
Number
play.
4.
He's
It's not
hacked.
playing. Oh, it's
There it
playing.
goes.
Okay. And it's actually a great one. You must have
Yeah,
had so
it's
much
pretty
fun
good.
recording the lines.
He would just give me the dollars chats. I would just say it during my stream, and he took the audio from it. This was like I'd get a dollar donation and a bunch of lines to say, so I would just do it, which was fine. I was rather than making a whole separate stream.
No, but you recorded this when? During a stream? No.
Over many streams. He
this?
took audio from like 4 or 5 streams. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
each
it
one
was
of
just
these
a
were
recording
paragraphs
session.
that he asked me to.
Yeah, it goes
he
together
put in
so
the
well.
chat.
Baby. Yeah.
See, I didn't even correct the error. It was
Hey.
because I was live.
Why didn't he ask you to record it like in one sitting and
I think he thought he was getting over on me by sending me these dollars, I wouldn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
Monty Spatchcook
You want to
says
do
your
that?
university needs inspection by Ofqual. Who is this person?
Hi. Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Yeah.
I love that line.
All right, guys, we're gonna go do tummy time and watch Lucifer.
Okay, have fun.
Okay,
with Tommy
take care.
Jerry.
Have fun.
Thanks,
Bye,
everybody.
Sister
Take
Bray.
care.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good Sunday.
Thank you. You too.
Be careful, there's a but in episode 2.
Okay, guys. Well, I guess we're gonna end it here. Oh, LDG just got here.
Yeah, he just showed up.
It's okay. You had to sleep. No problem. I'm gonna end the stream and we can head over to Anti-Tracker.
Yeah, heading over.
Qapla
Okay.
All.
Qapla,
Thank
see
you, Bird.
Oh
All right,
yeah, so
later.
like probably about 3 to 4 o'clock Eastern will be Cinema Saturday. Yes.
Okay.
So
No,
late?
Sunday. Cinema Saturday on Sunday for TAS, the animated series.
All right. See you then.
See you
Alrighty.
there. Bye.